Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the game is booting up. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Phontomen, and, excuse me, welcome back to Resident Evil 4! So, when last we left off, we had just entered the castle, and nothing fucking happened. Shut up. Standard autosave. That's an autosave. No, we want this one. No. I think it's that one. Because we did manual save at the end after we, reverted all, knowledge and responsibility for the events that, unfolded. So now I'm not gonna do something stupid. And we're gonna be sensible about how we approach the next situation. Now, one thing. The handgun for you. With so many handguns available, choosing the right one for you can be tricky. Don't I know it? Lucky for you, we've compiled a list of the special characteristics for 4 stellar choices. The Punisher. This one has brilliant stability and penetration power. A laser sight can be mounted on it too, making it a very versatile weapon. Red 9. The gun delivers a lot of power, but kicks like a horse. Keep it reined in by attaching the stock, and still that will not actually help you, as we discovered. Yeah, the Red 9 is disgusting, and while you could probably finesse it, it's still clearly the finessing option and not the optimal, this is going to be reliable through the entire game sort of situation. Blacktail. A great gun ideal for quick shooting. This compact size also helps free up inventory space. Really? That's the Glock's benefit? It's small? Matilda, out of stock. It's a bit unremarkable on its own, but attaching the stock allows you to suppress the enemy with 3-round bursts. What? 3-round bursts? Oh, let me guess, it's the fucking burst fire Beretta. Let me guess, it's the fucking Raffica.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Let me guess, it's the Raffica.
Why not try your hand at a new gun, stranger?
I would, however, the last time that happened, it didn't go so well. But there is that nice fancy SL8. However, I don't think I sold no, I didn't. Okay, so I didn't actually sell anything that I could have sold. So,
Ruby's all rubbish, thank you.
There's the eyeball, and we can sell some things, but we're gonna be a little bit more fucking selective about what the fuck we do. Because, yeah, I don't think, unfortunately, the TMP is not panning out, mainly because, yeah, it doesn't, I could upgrade it for more power, but it is just,
What's that?
it doesn't hit hard enough.
Cured these curiosities? You don't want to know. Good luck to you, stranger.
We bought them from the South Africans, here. Haha. Best pistol damage is Red 9. TMP is good for Plaga. You didn't get the TMP stock. No, the recoil wasn't really that big of a deal for the TMP. It's just that it took so many bullets to kill people, and I don't have infinite ammo for that. So, the TMP, I understand how it works. It's just not that good. The Red 9, we tried. We actually really gave it the college try. I did have the stock for it. It's just, there's something just really bad about the reset. It's not really the recoil, but how fast the reset speed and the rate of fire. While I could have upgraded it, it was really just too much trouble. It really just felt like too much trouble for what it was worth.
Better to be over-prepared.
The SL8, though, is mighty interesting, though. We might have a look at that, but I don't have enough money for that. So I guess that means we have to steal more resources. Or recover more resources of historical significance. Yes. Okay.
Valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
Well, we do have some herbs we can craft. Actually, we have 2 medium. We have 2 medium oregano that we can craft here. So hang on here. Down there. Oh, that was the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. Well, I guess it's safe for the other one. Well, for another one. We'll get another one, I swear. We'll probably find some oregano around here somewhere. Probably. You can sell guns if you no longer want to use them. The charm will get you a lot of money back. Well, no, that's only for recovery items, sadly. I don't have the charm for, like, weapons and whatnot, but, we do have the black case for, large resources or large salvage.
Money, mate.
So there is that. Okay, so I guess we should probably well up some money before we make a decision here. The other one, the other pistol does look interesting, but the Punisher seems like it's the most reliable gun to me, or the most reliable gun that I have. And the Blacktail not being, not being, equipable with the laser sight, it's kind of a deal breaker for me, even though it could be good. The fact that, oh, it's just small, haha, small Glock, is not really that enticing, honestly. And there's that. I suppose we should put this over here with the ready-to-use healing items, and then the herbs over there, and then the grenades go back into where they were at the first time I fucking did this. Move that over there, and then.
Just gonna stand there or what?
Sir, I'm playing inventory Tetris. Shut up. It's therapeutic and vital to my success. And over there, and this over here, and I suppose we'll put this gunpowder right in this little nook right there. All clean. Okay, so yeah, I could probably find more treasure, and thus I will not sell all of the fucking gems. We'll figure out something, even though I probably could sell the TMP. It's not actually even in my inventory, and the SG, because I don't think I'm going back to that. That's the size, there's also the power of the Blacktail. Yeah, it does look like it's a little bit better than the Punisher, but let's see what happens with the armor penetration on the Punisher, because this is something that the game states very proudly is super awesome and necessary. I would like to buy the Broken Butterfly, though, just because LOL Magnum. No, fuck it, we're buying the Broken Butterfly again. I would like to have that capability, so we're gonna sell the TMP. We're gonna sell the SG. We're buying the fucking Magnum, but we're being sane about it today. Actually, we'll keep the ammo on hand just in case I find something. I don't have any space for the Stingray though, but however, I could.
That cash in your pocket or your life.
I could upgrade. I could also sell the sniper rifle and. Could sell this and then make room for the SL8.
I'll buy it.
Press the light.
Buy it at a high price.
Line. Press the light stick for auto management of the inventory. No, I want to do it manually, because that's therapeutic. But no space, huh? I find that kind of hard to believe.
Your hand at a new gun. I see you have an eye for things. Gun's not just about shooting, it's about reloading. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, about buying fucking ammo for it.
Free of knowledge is power.
That
remember that. Mate.
It's still going to cost an ass load of money to get that, but let's see here. How do you not? Well, I suppose I have to rearrange all of this.
It makes no difference. The price.
I see where it's going to go, and it looks like I've. Oh no, I've lost my great and neat healing, or yeah, my great and neat reservoir for items. Oh no! Oh no. Can I put the SL8 in here now? Wow, holy shit, no. Okay, well what about
molding a weapon to suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
If I put all this shit over here, I could probably sell these, but I could actually, well, if I use the, no, actually I don't have enough gunpowder. Yeah, Stingray's fucking huge.
This gun turns heads into pumpkins, mate. Take this for a rampage through the patch.
I am now one of the few privileged American citizens that actually own an SL8. Amazing. Okay, so
I'll buy almost anything.
Thankfully, that comes with 6 rounds, because we're gonna have a bit of problem actually stocking that shit. Yeah, the SL8 is fucking huge. We'll see about how we can keep it into service. We're gonna need gunpowder, and I hope we find more. Because, yeah, we're gonna need a lot. I can make some machine gun ammo, but, I kinda need rifle ammo. Thankfully, that comes with a full magazine, though. Okay, so what can we do to this? Because, obviously, we can make the Magnum hilariously powerful, but that would require all of our money.
Good hands, mate.
What can we do with the Stingray? Okay, so it's just, it starts at the maximum level of the sniper rifle and goes up from there. Okay. That seems like a reasonable investment, but then again, yeah, no, what the I probably has some 3 times power against weak points. Oh. Crits.
Dazzled, are you?
Penetration power, which would be good against the dudes with armor that will now show up. We'll think on that, I guess. We'll put it through its paces and see how it works out.
Molding a weapon to suit your specific needs. It's a thing. Come back anytime.
Okay, so let's equip these. So we did actually get more weapons, but yeah, we didn't go fucking nuts with that. So let's try to be a little bit sane with how we're actually managing the situation. Though I think this is actually, yeah, haha, ACOG. Even though probably there's that, but huh. How are the iron sights? Actually, it's kind of okay for irons. But we'll have that just for the sake of usability. Can't point gun at merchant. Okay, so there's that. The riot shotgun is there. Could use some more ammo for that, but don't have none. There's the Magnum, which, yeah, fully upgraded. It blasted a motherfucker good, but it also blasted the president's daughter in a way, it's probably kind of bad for the whole mission thing. So let's try to avoid that. Yeah, also, yeah, don't barrel sweep the merchandise professionals. Very bad. Hey. Huh. I didn't notice this. Money. Huh. I didn't notice that before. Amazing what they hide in fucking dark corners. You know, those dark corners that you can't see because they told you, hey, turn your brightness down, it'll be great. Yeah, it'll really add to the atmosphere. We won't do anything with that, we swear.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger. Welcome. Ooh, what you
Just a
buying?
flesh wound, and Ashley will be fine. Yep. Totally fine. Totally fine.
A deal well struck.
Okay, so 30,000. Yep, okay then.
There you are, as you wish.
Good. That just gave us the full power Stingray, which we'll probably be using more than the Magnum. Because, as you can see here, we're fucking full up on large scrap. I just need, gunpowder. I'd like a trinket that gives me more gunpowder, or maybe a suitcase that gives me more gunpowder. Because right now we have the regular suitcase, the black suitcase that gives us more large resources, but not the other half of the equation. And then the red suitcase, which, gives us more red herbs, which aren't actually healing items, but make the healing items we find better. And yep, there's the fucking catapults.
Huh. Courtyard's gotta be through that gate.
Once
I
again,
think our hosts are gonna roll out the red carpet.
once again, how the fuck does Leon know that? He's kind of using gamer knowledge there, where it's like, oh, well, I guess I guess where the enemy is all standing is where we have to go. What if it's the complete other fucking direction, Leon? Ever thought about that?
Crossbows, huh? Something tells me they don't want to be friends.
They also have shit stormtrooper accuracy, as we saw by the thing that didn't happen.
What is that? Guessing it's not for decoration.
That is literally a catapult, which... okay. I'm kind of sad there's no sound here, but it's a pair of binoculars, not, not Metal Gear Solid 2 binoculars that have to make a noise every time they, like, move around or something like that, but I kind of miss there being some kind of, like, mechanical hum there. But okay, so we're gonna go on a nice adventure with this nice German-American girl. For sport. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, the SL8 is actually the civilianized sporter rifle version of the G36 that H&K tried to sell to the American market. But Unfortunately, right as they did that, a little thing called the assault weapons ban came into effect, and, well, there went that. Not many were produced, and she's relatively rare. However, Brownells, funny enough, started selling a reproduction of it. She's kind of in the same boat as the American import FAMASas, which were, again, killed off by the assault weapons ban about the same way. Hello, sir. Wow, that has no recoil. That has no recoil at all. What the fuck? That has absolutely no recoil whatsoever. That's... wow, okay. Solid gold, easy action it is. And another knife, which we're kind of lousy with. Magic gun. Yeah, magic fucking German magic. I suppose this is what this was, really, at the end of the day. The Glock is available, and the SL8 is available. This is now the H&K product placement segment of the video game. Well, Glock is, well, I suppose German firearms. Glock is a different company. Glockenspiel is a, you know, air quotes, totally different company. It's all German space magic to make. Next it'll be the G11, but that's Arma. Arma has the G11 now. We don't need RE4 to give me the magical space gun. We already have enough magic German space guns. Or Austrian if you want to get really technical about it. I told you can shoot multiple times scope. Yeah, I didn't catch that, but yeah, no, it has no recoil. That's actually kind of comedic. I felt kind of bad about selling the bolt-action rifle, but now I'm not at all.
Alright.
As you can see, there's no recoil whatsoever. It's just putting it on the target. Come on, do the Call of Duty thing. No recoil whatsoever. I wonder, hang on. What's it like without the scope? Does she just not fucking budge? Wow. So guys, yep, turning people into fucking tomato paste is a little harder though, obviously. Oh. There we go. That guy's probably still alive. It's a little harder without the scope. So we're gonna put the scope back on. The scope actually makes that better. It's a little harder because, you know, the whole...
On me.
Hang on.
Like, you have to, you know, worry about where the iron sights are rather than worrying about where the point of aim. This, the entire center of the screen is the point of aim, so we don't have to worry about that. And that man up there is dead. But yeah, wow. That's fucking useful. I still have the Magnum for the emergency oh shit situations, but wow. We're gonna be using that a lot. Good thing I have the resources to actually, you know, make ammo for that, should we find more gunpowder. Is there a way to actually get up? No, there isn't. We'll probably find our way through there. Wow. Rude? Yes! I'm not sure why anyone is surprised at this point. Let's not stand there, though. Walking isn't a good idea here. Yeah, clearly. I may, unfortunately, due to personal reasons, catch a flaming catapult, boulder. It'd be very bad.
I guess this is their idea of a warm welcome.
That still takes about 3 shots. So let's see about quickscoping. Hey! Hey!
You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
Sir, that's assault and literally attempted kidnapping. That's against the law. You can't be doing that. I have to write your ass up. Okay, so obviously the catapult is up there somewhere. Let's wait for it to shoot again so we don't get fucking emoliated.
Leon, help, I'm on fire.
Settle down, Ashley! Relax, I'm a professional, and thank you, T-Dog, for resubscribing. Oh, hey, look, blue medallions. Literally stopping where the thing was going to land. I'm a genius.
You okay?
Yeah.
Where the— uh-oh. What? That sounded like a solid snake grunt there. I'm a genius. But again, I'm a professional. We can handle this.
Sorry, must have slipped.
Well, you know what? I'll wait until I get the thing, because I can clearly see those. Yeah, that's busted.
Good.
Now, if I remember correctly, yes. Well, actually, that's not where the actually, that is where the catapult is, right? Nope, yeah, it is. It didn't kill them, though, sadly. That one did. Okay, that's one down. I think. No, I actually got both of them. Okay. Oh. Oh god, this is the third one. Do they have conveniently placed barrels?
Give me some space.
Hang on.
No. Thankfully, they can't
With me.
hit the broadside of a fucking barn. Ah, large resources. Hello? They're clearly brewing something back there. Oh. Do you have any large barrels right next to you? No, you don't. Oh, well, that's clearly telling me I have to go that way. That I've learned that that's what these do. We'll come back and get these medallions later once I actually have that fucking quest. What the fuck? Release the bombard! Now, I've got a feeling. No, actually, no feel. Oh, this is where. Oh, okay. Hey, look, gunpowder. Neat. And I actually have enough now. Actually, 2. Ooh, good lord. Okay, so, yeah, rifle ammo. Even though if I had any small, I could make, could make some magnum ammo. However, we haven't used any of that yet. And this we're definitely using. So. SL8 for the win, my inventory for the lose, unfortunately. I thought I was gonna get ambushed here, but I guess not. However, now we're gonna have some problems. Aha, I'm below their gun depression. However, I'm being bracketed by the other gun. Guy's just fucking standing there. Ow! Leon Kennedy for terrible fucking timing. Ow! That was just unfortunate. How am I supposed to know they have rhythmic firing orders? Ow, that was just dumb. Okay, more fucking medallions. Well, at least I'm seeing all of them before I get this quest whenever the fuck I get it. Okay, yeah, so... Ah! That was new. What the fuck? God damn. Yeah, I'm about done with this whole fucking section, so we're about to get this fucking shit on the road here. Okay, get your rhythmic firing thing done so I can counter battery you to God knows what. Yeah, you over there. Unfortunately, those guys don't conveniently have explosive barrels next to them, so this is a little... Excuse me? Where the fuck did you come from? Rude. I'm gonna man the cannon whenever these jackasses decide to fire.
Firing again.
Wait, hang on. Like how that man patiently waited for me to, blow him to smithereens. The enemy has been silenced. The day is ours. God is with us, Deusvold! Deusvold!
All right. That went well.
No, it fucking didn't! No, it fucking didn't, Leon! What the fuck are you talking about? That was a goddamn disaster. Well, you know, if I... Actually, I already have the quest, question mark? Huh? Actually, no, I don't. But, apparently, I can do this. If it's tracking them, then it's gonna tell me I've already got it when the mission's complete. The game appears to be smart enough to realize this. I will probably get the quest later, however, if I can break them now, obviously, I will complete it instantaneously. And if it doesn't do that, I now know not to do that ever again. So if the game is smart enough, like it's telling me, oh, this item isn't for anything special, or some kind of secret ending or obtuse fucking use, you could just sell it for money. Bam. If it's smart enough to do that, then it's clearly smart enough for me to do this. Which is complete a quest before I even get the quest. Or I might have missed the quest. Did I miss the quest? No. Not that I know of. I might get it later, but it's gonna be fucking done by the time I get it. Let's do you can complete requests before you pick them up. Good that it's actually smart like that. See, the thing is with this game that it's actually, it's smartly designed for a remake because it seems to know what it's doing, even if it's injecting just small things. And it seems to be very smart. It's very much made by people who play video games, so that's good. However, I had a thought after last night, and I thought to myself, man, this game seems kind of confused, in a sense. But the thing is, that confusion in its game design may be just replication of the original experience, which, if it's in the original, it's no fault of the remake for it being confused, and if RE4 is a little confused after, like, 7 years of development hell, then, you know, that's pretty fucking obvious. It's understandable. But the game, I feel like the game's experience isn't a very smooth transition between action game and what you would expect to have a Resident Evil game for survival horror. Because like with the segment where we had to run away from the not tyrant, Senor Tyrant, yes, that felt like something the original game would have trained me well to do beforehand. This game, yeah, honestly, I've been demolishing basically every threat in front of me, and only in certain script sequences that are designed to be hard, all of a fucking sudden, am I having trouble. I feel like it's not a smooth transition, get me, between the two halves of the game being an action game and a situation where you're supposed to be scared and running is an option. And hello, Dancing Fool, thank you for resubscribing. But that may be a criticism of the original game itself, and again, knowing Resident Evil 4's development history now, that's kind of understandable, because they kind of went through fuck knows how many revisions before they decided what the hell Resident Evil 4 was going to be. So this makes some sense, but I feel like the transitions between super awesome action game and horror game are kind of rough, but that, again, I don't think that's the remake's fault, so I'm not gonna dock at any points. It's just replicating something old. And I'd rather have something old with the somewhat suspect flaws than something entirely new that's not, you know, good. Right? It's not actually in the original game, and it's also not good. That's just awful. I don't think this is a horror game at all. Well, that's the thing. The lead developer basically threw out his rule book at the end of it just to get the game done. Like, the director had his own rule book, because, you know, he's made Resident Evil games, where he had rules like, always scare the player. He threw that shit right out the fucking window by the time this game needed to get out the door in, like, 2004, 2005. So, I'm not sure what the other ones are, but I guess we'll figure them out. So, he basically went over his own, you know, he went against his own better judgment for designing the game that he thought Resident Evil 4 should be, but that, by that point, Resident Evil 4 had gone through so many, like, fucking disastrous sort of, like, delays and setbacks that we just needed to ship the fucking game now, guys. So, it's clearly a horror game, because, well, the Plagas is supposed to be fucking scary. And the atmosphere, you know, the darkness, it's supposed to be somewhat foreboding. However, very clearly, it's an action game, and it was designed to be fun first in a lot of situations. But, like, say The Village, for example, where there's this illusion that you can stealth the mission where you really can't. You're just delaying the inevitable until the shit show horde mode moment actually starts. I think now I may actually be able to get through that a little bit further with, like, clever use of, like, eggs to distract enemies. Now that I was thinking about it, but that's very clearly sort of, we don't know what kind of game we are. It feels like, again, the game was very confused. Oh, hey, look! There's that fucking magical quest. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. I guess I can find the other two now by the magic of the game showing me. Yep, there it is. Okay, so where are the other blue medallions? Oh, they're over there. Okay, is there one over here? I shot that one. Was the original Devil May Cry supposed to be a Leon game? Yes, it was, actually, because, okay, so here's the story here. Resident Evil 2 did fucking amazing. And Capcom went, well, we're doing this now, and immediately set the director for what would be Devil May Cry, onto the project, and basically told him, do fucking anything. Nobody gave him any sort of oversight or any planning, not even the original, you know, director for Resident Evil. He was just placed in a corner and said, develop something. And he did! The original director had his own ideas and was effectively what he started with is what Resident Evil 4 kind of wound up being at the end of the day, because his original idea kind of was the fallback option where Leon Kennedy goes to a mansion and does a mystery, and that's kind of what we still have. And then, eventually, though, Capcom gets, fussy with some things, and then, starts making some things like, Resident Evil Nemesis was not supposed to actually be Resident Evil 3, it was supposed to be simply Resident Evil Nemesis. And then Capcom decided, no, this is Resident Evil 3 now, and that's how that happened. And then, by the time the director of Resident Evil came to check on what the fuck was going on with 4, he found that he had made Devil May Cry. And he went, what the fuck are you doing over here? And the man shrugged and went, look, they told me I could do anything. And he went, okay, well, fair point, but fans aren't gonna like this. I agree. And thus, the Devil May Cry. Because apparently one of the original test ideas was a new character named Tony something, who again goes to a mansion and does a mystery, and there was something about him injecting superpowers into his arm. This eventually became Dante, from what I understand. It's all very interesting. So basically the main character started as Leon, then switched to this Tony character, then back to Leon again, and then, yeah, just kind of back and forth as they tried to figure out what the fuck they were doing. Ah.
You got it.
Bingo. How am I supposed to be afraid when my character is handling this like another day at the office? That's a, well, I suppose that's probably, again, it's somewhat weird. Also, as a side note, Suda had involvement in this. So, yeah, that suplex and the regenerator looking like a heavenly smile, probably him. Not officially acknowledged, but probably his doing. That man just loves wrestling. Oh, look, Magnum ammo. But the thing is, yeah, it kind of walks a strange line where they seemingly they went with action game, but they still tried to maintain Resident Evil because it's one of those things where if you go too far, you wind up with, like, they had an example of this is too far right in front of them with Devil May Cry. That was very clearly, oh fuck, this is not Resident Evil anymore, this is something else. The fans are gonna flip their shit. So they very clearly had an example of this is a bit too far, and then they were, for some reason, their original ideas weren't working for going back to brass tacks. There was apparently an internal build that was never seen alongside the fog one and the, whatchamacallit, the hallucination build, called Zombie. We have no idea what it was. It was apparently, according to developers, them going back to brass tacks for Resident Evil, but apparently it didn't last very long. So apparently they just thought their ideas were fucking boring, and then they just, you know, they waffled back and forth again. And eventually we wound up with what we're playing. Is Suda the one who made Chris buff? Probably not, but yeah, it's kind of weird because the game that we're playing is kind of an amalgamation of all the things that Resident Evil 4 was originally supposed to be and failed. It's sort of like it really is all of the ideas winning and failed cobbled together in the end. And you can kind of see that if you look hard enough.
I see you took care of a request. Well done.
That was kind of my point with bringing up how the game feels a little disjointed between things that are supposed to scare you, like, for example, running away from Senor Tyrant, and, you know, me demolishing every threat in front of me. So, yeah, oh, we have to run away from the enemy. Well, how am I supposed to know that? Yeah, you're kind of supposed to... You're kind of supposed to know when to run away. But sir, I'm literally a killing machine that parries fucking Molotovs and dynamite out of the air. Run away? What? Why? And then, of course, they had the loading screen tip me off as soon as I failed. You should probably run, kid. Which, it's a bad segment that didn't age well, but it showcases the somewhat confusion left in the original game's, you know, way of doing things. Also, you know what? More ammo capacity.
Dazzled, are you?
Also, I have some treasure I could actually put together. But so, it's good that I, honestly, you know, if, you know, push comes to shove, I'm glad that it's here rather than being replaced with something alien or something not as good. Okay. That should work as an acceptable trinket.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? Thank you.
Okay. The Red 9 stock I don't think I need, but that cost spindles, so I don't want to have to buy that back. if I actually, you know,
I'll
need
buy
to.
almost any-
Wow, they only gave me 2 Magnum ammo. Wow. What an absolute bunch of
Why
stingy
not try
motherfuckers.
your hand at a new gun, stranger?
Oh, I could just repurchase things over here. I figure I could, but I was wondering where the fuck they put them. Okay. Well, we're doing fine, really. Yeah, Magnum ammo's a bitch to get. It costs 17 gunpowder to craft, I think, probably 6, I hope 6, Magnum rounds. So you could do that, but you're basically going to be just taking treasures of the ancient world and melting them down for single fucking Magnum rounds. You could probably do it, but holy fuck, is that going to be difficult. Make sure you keep Alexandrite around for a 5 color. Alexandrite is rare. Well, I've gotten several of them, actually, but that's because I've been an absolute, you know, loot goblin about things. And yeah, you have no healing items. I guess I'll have to seek medical help elsewhere. Maybe Canada. But yeah, that's just what I was, you know, I was thinking when I brought up how the game's flow seems somewhat disjointed. I suppose in the end, it's one of those situations where that's just the game, and it has those weird moments that didn't age well. But you know, I'd rather the game stay the same with some problems with that original program, rather than do what Dead Space did, is introduce an entirely new situation out of fucking nowhere, which honestly didn't really add to anything. It's just the developers thinking that they're fucking clever for editing a classic, and honestly, analyzing it is really stupid.
Why not treat yourself?
So this game does the whole, we made it an open world game now, guys, and that, you know, same thing as Dead Space, obviously not as, you know, thorough, but it takes some inspiration, you know, it does well there, but it's seeking to keep more old than replace it, which is good. However, in addition to that, it's also very smartly designed like the challenges. So, all in all, I think this is a good remake. And the only faults of it are faults shared with its, with the object of its study.
Welcome to my castle. Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy.
Ah, yes, the midget.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon. And allow me to get straight to the point.
Mr. Kennedy!
I would like you to hand the girl there over to me. Now.
Yeah, fat chance, Ramon. The girl's just fine. With me.
Mr. Kennedy.
Fucking...
Mr. Kennedy. How novel.
I was giggling at Ashley's just smug smile. Like, yeah, my boyfriend's gonna beat you up, yeah!
United States, and then the entire world shall overflow with his grace.
What?
That is the iron will of my master.
Boy, that,
Most holy, Lord Sadler.
Sir, that escalated rather quickly.
So then you will comply. Yes?
No.
Never.
You heard the lady.
How unfortunate. Do make sure our guest feels at home, now that he has chosen death.
Where's his hat? Again, I didn't play Resident Evil 4, but I know who this character is, but where's his tricorn hat?
Leon?
Just stay close.
Where's his silly tricorn hat, man? What the fuck? That's, yeah, They just happen to keep getting back up. Dude! Oh, that guy. That guy. She was trying to warn me about that guy. Ow. I thought they were all in front of me, but wow, that was my fault. She tried to help!
Oh, you're hurt.
I'm alright. Don't worry.
I'm fine, I just demolished 6 dudes with a shotgun, but yeah, that one snuck up on me. They replaced it with a powdered wig. Wow. Yeah, no, I like the silly tricorn hat. That kind of made the character, even if I didn't know what that's another thing. I've seen this game, you know, from the sidelines so much that, you know, some elements are immediately recognizable, even though I don't have context for them. You know, kind of like, you know, for example, the White Dingo stuff for for Mobile Suit Gundam. Like, I knew what the White Dingo is for before we got to actually play, you know, From the Ashes. But then I actually got to play the stupid fucking game, and it was rather nice, so I actually have context for it. But, yeah, no. Come on, man. Midget Napoleon. Wasn't that, like, one of the, like, the standout elements of this game? Come on. Always maneuver yourself out of groups. Yeah, obviously the game really wants you to keep moving, and I suppose that's part of the, again, the survival horror elements, getting to you, because we're definitely not dealing with hordes of zombies. That's probably more what I would expect out of Resident Evil 2, for example, which I do want to play. Yellow herb. So that's probably more of the traditional survival horror experience that I'd be expecting in this situation, but, you know, Leon is just so fucking cool that, they had to kind of amp up the enemies in a different way. That's why they're somewhat not what I'm expecting, and how they're chewy.
Won't open.
You don't have hordes in the RE2 remake. Oh. Well, you do have a room full with like 5 zombies, right? That constitutes a horde. Because we are dealing with a game that was, you know, tank controls, so they couldn't really amp that up too much.
No good.
Yep. Ah, there's a drop down. Okay. I see the way forward now! Okay, locked drawer. Gap in the wall. 3 is already enough to give you trouble. Most likely. Because that's just how the old game works. But I do have some memories of, you know, watching Resident Evil 3 being played where, you know, Jill Valentine rips into like 5 fucking zombies with an M16.
No luck. If we can get her onto the other side.
Ah.
Come on.
Okay.
You always want to deal with single enemies. As I should have learned, quite honestly, because these guys have a habit of not dying, but not in the zombie sense. You're gonna get jumped, most likely.
Okay.
Or, at some point, we are going to get
Good
jumped.
work.
Thanks, Ashley. Now, don't get fucking instantly captured the next, like, 3 times we try and do that. See, the enemies in RE4 are somewhat unique because they are, well, not zombies, but are zombies. They don't die instantly, and they don't follow the headshot rule. So they are durable, like zombies. However, they are not zombies. Also, I could have gone that way. I didn't actually, I figured that this was going to be the shiny route, you know, the wrong way with treasure. But we gotta go back, clearly, now. That is something I hate about the remake. You need between 5 to 7 bullets to put a zombie down, or 18. Yeah, they're designed to be very chewy, so you can't actually just sit there skill-shotting zombies in the head. Andrew, by comparison, how does Resident Evil 2 compare in terms of the remake? Do zombies still follow the brain the dude and he's dead rules? Elegant perfume bottle. Okay. I can't put any gems in it. So I do want to actually play Resident Evil 2. We might actually go play that after we're done here. You know, once I get back onto other things. They're still playing Limbus Company, for example. You can only be certain when the head pops. Okay, so you can brain them, but they won't immediately die. You need, effectively, a crit, which is signified by the head exploding. If you get lucky, roll, you can one-shot a zombie with a headshot. Right, so effectively it's criticals. So you can brain the zombie.
Like continue on this way.
However, the thing is, it would be too easy if they simply just, you know, died in one hit. But, you know, you have to get lucky. There are ways to manipulate it to make more likely. Most likely using a weapon like, say, the rifle that I have right now, which has bonuses to weak spots, which, of course, is a head. There's a 1 in 10 chance for a head to pop with a handgun. Wow, that's actually really terrible odds. I suppose that that keeps the original experience alive, even with what looks like Resident Evil 4 controls. So, maybe that's what they did? Well, these guys have seen better days. None shall escape. Well, I beg to differ. So, the thing is that the tank controls and the inability to actually aim made it difficult to actually, you know, pull up precision shots in the original game. Resident Evil 4, obviously, we now have precision shooting, which means that the men will die.
That's no way to go.
Quite like these fuckers. The men will die if I happen to just brain them. So we can't have a ready or not level damage model where people just die to realistic damage, or even zombies just take the one hit to the head and drop dead. That'd be too easy. I was awoken in the middle of the night once again, and it's those awful noises coming from the basement. The sounds of nails clawing at the stone walls, and the writhing moan of curses. That man harbors enough hate to ruin this world. He once served the lord of the castle as the torturer, like his father and grandfather before him. It's one of the more unsightly legacies left by the Salazar family. Even among his family, he was special. He enjoyed his work wholeheartedly and had a talent for it. He was gifted at tormenting others, and loved thy work. His ability soon attracted the master's interest, and when he took him to the dungeon, no, I can't write anymore. I won't. I don't want to recall what happened down there. My mind can't take it. It will break me. In order to attend to him, to feed him, dispose of the filth, all the while listening to that wretched voice every night. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough. I will not tolerate one more night in this castle. I shall leave tomorrow. Go far away, where that voice cannot reach my ears. Something tells me that's that man. Or, that is that man, because none shall escape. Claire's whole arsenal is much better than Leon's. Well, I suppose, that's the thing about that. I get Claire is, badass girl extraordinaire in that case. Leon's supposed to be the idealistic rookie cop, so I suppose that makes some sense. Just keeping with characterization. Because Leon in Resident Evil 4 is not Leon in Resident Evil 2. Leon in Resident Evil 2 is fucking normal. Leon in Resident Evil 2 is your effectively your normal male protagonist. I'm going to save everyone, and even though this situation is dark and dangerous, I'm sure if we believe in the power of friendship or some shit, everything will come out all right. That's not what fucking happened. And thus we have Resident Evil 4 Leon. But that's him before all of that shit happened. So, him having a less effective arsenal and being less, more resistant to use force, that makes some sense. The journal entry sounded like an excerpt from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I was about to start making references to, I don't know, the fucking cast of Amontillado or some shit like that. Various medieval torture devices. This floor is probably going to give way as soon as I walk over to it. A key. The light is lost. Ah, yes, but I have the flashlight. I know the way. Yep, I saw that coming 6 miles away. That was a large train in the distance, billowing smoke. Oh.
Can't see me.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's probably going to be let loose any fucking second now. Mag check. See, this is where I want the oh shit moment for, like, the Magnum. So that's what the oh shit moment is going to be for. Yep. Let's just very carefully move through the elements here. Very carefully, very quickly, actually. extremely quickly. Like, oh fuck.
We'll have to wait.
No! Right. I didn't think he was gonna catch up that quickly, but yes, he's... Ah. That's what I thought. It's the chains. Well, sir. So, what would happen if I just do, you know, this? Oh. Yeah, okay. Ah, get some distance. Okay, yeah, he has a very, very large... Instant lunge range. Ow! Motherfucker! He has an extremely large instant lunge range that's basically unavoidable. Or I have to be moving real fucking quick. Yike! He has an exposed parasite. It's the only way to hurt him. Thank you. Sudden movements will also most likely end in my demise. Oh boy. Hey, Chachki. Okay, there, I see the parasite. That's also an herb. Wow, I can't see anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Game Design 101. When I fire or make any sudden movements, my exact location is marked for the enemy AI to charge immediately at. Since he is blind, this is how really every blind character really works in every video game. This is how this gimmick works. So when I fire or make a loud noise, my position is then thus marked. Wait, no, do this and then the other thing. All right, then thus marked. And so, be very picky with your loud noises. So yes, do not run, clearly. Originally, there's a set of bells you could use to distract him. Well, I guess we're too fucking good for that. I see some lights. I'm not sure if he can actually see me when he does that, or if he's just, like, reacting to the chains. Because that might give him a false positive AI node. Yes, walk over there. Oh, Jesus. Ah, God damn it. Ah, God damn it. Well, you can parry that. I'm just not nearly fast enough to do that. I'm seeing it, though. I fired and I missed. It's too fucking dark. Wow, did that actually kill him? Thanks? Wow, fuck, thanks. Thanks, Broken Butterfly. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, sure, obviously the first shot with the Stingray probably did a fuckload of damage, because that did 3 times damage, but wow, fuck. Broken Butterfly. Yeah, now we know why it's like fucking, you know... it's like, you know, making gold for that ammo. Wow, fuck, that was actually way easier than I thought once I actually got a shot on him. But yeah, the blind enemy that reacts to noises and sudden movements and whatnot. You know, it's always a fun set piece, I suppose, but, you know, it's something you, as a gamer, immediately understand if you have the experience that I do. Or maybe you'll probably be better at it than I was, because, yeah, I kind of fucked that up. 6 ways from Sunday. At least I didn't die instantly this time. Fully upgraded, it's only behind the rocket launcher for damage. Yeah, it does like fucking 30 damage a hit, which is hysterical. Which, just for the sake of having that kind of power capability, I may actually just upgrade it, really just because. Even though the ammunition will obviously be hard to find, and I'll be crafting it left and right for something else, having that kind of, you know, damage as an oh shit moment is a good is good. The only problem is you need I could eat well actually I need small scrap for that, but I effectively need almost 2 crafting supplies of rifle ammo to make 1 magnum, which is really terrible returns. Effectively, you're going to be dual-wielding pistols at that point, because it's the only thing... Well, actually, you can't even really reliably do that. Because if you do that, you're not going to be crafting any other ammo, but you're going to have to be very selective about what you do, because the thing is, you need the small scrap in order to make the magnum ammo, which means that you won't be making small scrap for shotgun shells or other pistol ammo. You're going to have to basically farm off everything you get.
Oh, it's you. What happened down there?
Yeah!
Nothing.
Jesus Christ.
You were right about the animals, though.
All you do is only upgrade the ammo when you're out of ammo. Since you started with the RE4 remake, you should get to the RE3 remake, RE3 and RE2 remakes. I would actually like to, because you know what? This is actually very fun. This is a nice diversion, but this Resident Evil 4 is remembered as one of the funner experiences in the franchise, even if it's one of the most drastically different. Resident Evil 2, however, does look really neat. And you know, it occupies a place in video game history as being effectively one of the most successful games ever, especially on the PS1. Doing shit that a PS1 game, you really wouldn't suspect it, be doing. And we just locked Ashley in. Open!
Come on.
Okay.
Don't cough on me. Wear a mask.
You okay?
I'm fine. Well, for now.
But Resident Evil 2 does look fun, and I'd like to play that. And 3 is actually one of those things where 3 is definitely a game that I encountered as a child but was too timid to play it. But this is like me at like 11. So I'd actually like to go back and, go hold Big Sister Jill Valentine's hand and go through Resident Evil 3 as intended. Run for my life against the fucking tyrant. But it's something of in a different timeline, I played this. So going back and doing things like, say playing same thing with playing, Ace Combat 3, with its fully spindle. Ace Combat 3's, with it being fully localized. The game that I should have had, but for reasons I never got because, well, Namco. Namco and budget cuts. So in a way, when I think about it, that's something I really should do just for myself. And Resident Evil 2's remake, aside from that, is was well received and looks like fun. And at the end of the day, I really have to be playing games that I actually like, because I don't do that enough. And you don't really have to say it, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it in your eyes, so to speak, with the whole, you don't really want to hear me complaining about everything every time I play a fucking video game. You do want to hear me having fun, and the streams where I'm actually having fun, like, say, Curse Halo, for example, wind up being more successful, so maybe I should play more fun games. However, that's kind of a hard thing to do. However, me segueing into a random horror game has worked 3 for 3, at least for my own enjoyment. So,
Wow. Look at all of this.
Devil May Cry remake when? That's another thing I have to do because that was suggested to me while I was on the No More Heroes murder path. And things like Ghost of Tsushima, but that's a different kind of fun. That's, look, I'm gonna play the game on stream when I'm fucking amazing. So, you won't hear me complaining because I'll have already gotten all of my complaining out and gotten so super good at the game that, well, I'm having fun because I know everything front to back. That's a different kind of experience. And for those of you who are expecting me to immediately segue into No More Heroes 2, there's kind of a downside where, No More Heroes 2 is really different from No More Heroes 1, and actually in ways that I kind of fucking hate. So, I kind of fell off that. I will go back and do it, though, but maybe it's good that I kind of just forgot the impulses I ingrained playing No More Heroes 1 to nearly the hardest extent one could play it. You could probably do, you could play it harder, but I got up there. Hmm. Run for them to remake Devil May Cry and put a Leon skin in it. I mean, that would be kind of easy, and then, you know, maybe an Ashley skin for one of the women in that game. Hmm. It's a strangely well-kept portrait there out of everything. Maybe I shouldn't be, you know, loudly announcing my position like that. Okay, so there's that, and okay, there's a second one. The Golden Sword. Yeah, I wonder if there's a Iron Sword. Okay, this, you could swap them, okay. Yes, Golden Sword. I wish, you know, I wonder if there's a special, you know, a special unlockable knife you can get. Love to see Phonto being chased by Mr. X and the Nemesis. Yeah, it's something I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to do, even though you know what's going to happen. It's gonna be montages of me screaming like a schoolgirl running away from a giant fucking monster.
Bet you could ring those gongs by shooting them.
Thank you, actually, Ashley, as I fiddled around with what I've got. I one part of the puzzle at the time. God. Okay, so let's see here. Is there any kind of order that I have to follow here? There's a fish, there's a snake. There's a deer? Is there any type of order here? Is there any symbology? There's a deer. Yes. There's a coat of arms over there. Let me examine this puzzle. Really come to grips with understanding exactly what the fuck's going on here. Clippers, we need that to the Benny Hill theme. Everybody fucking does that, but yes, I will in fact join. Oh,